Hi, Lucia. It's, as I heard, it's the first roundtable of you with German investors. So I'm pretty excited what you have to talk to us. And I would just hand over to you and say, the stage is yours, and happy to hear what's your business model, what's new with the company, and in the end, we can have a little Q&A session.
Great, that's fantastic. We are really excited as well. So thank you very much. Thank you for reaching out for this invitation. We really very happy to be here and to meet with German investors. With me is my colleague Łucja Kaseja. Together we are the IR team of LiveChat Software. We are company listed on Warsaw Stock Exchange. We make some a presentation about fundamentals, really, and then of course we have some slides with financial and some details, but we are convinced that it's better to discuss that presenting. So let us start, and we try to be brief, and we will be really happy to start some discussion. So without further delay, as you know, we are a company called LiveChat Software, but not for long. Not for long, because we plan to change that name. And why? Last year we bought a very strong domain called text.com, and a lot changes happened to us. We are no longer a company of the one product. We plan to launch in the future also some umbrella brand for all our products, and at the same time, text.com is a perfect description of our company, because we are expert in written communication, written online and business communication, and that's absolutely our focus. And we really believe that the text communication is very powerful way of communication, so really that's the area when we would like to focus. And now, Łucja, maybe you can just give us some broad picture of the LiveChat.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's really nice to be here today. What I want to tell you about LiveChat Software, as it still is LiveChat Software, I'm going to tell you some key facts about the company so that you're acquainted with the business model, what we do. We are actually global software as a service company. That means although we are located in Poland, we sell actually our products worldwide. But United States is still the most important market for us. Roughly 40% of our monthly recurring revenues come from this market. And currently, Poland itself is less than those 2%, as we see on the slide. We operate in business-to-business subscription model. So that means that the companies that use our services, they are on subscription plans. We have very unique customer acquisition model. That is, it is based on inbound marketing. So clients coming to us through various channels, either direct or through partner channels. We still are... we have co-founders engaged in the company. So actually, almost 42% of the shares are in hands of the CEO, the president of the supervisory board, and also 4 other managers at the company. We pay out dividends. That's already before the IPO. We have this aim to pay the highest possible part of net profit in form of a dividend. And we actually do it year on year. And also we pay interim dividends. Where it comes to our products, we have currently 5. LiveChat being our flagship product, chatbot helpdesk and knowledge base, other products that are paid. And also quite recently, because in November last year, we also launched our first free product, which is Open Widget. But what is common for all of them is actually premium customer service, and we are quite well known for that. We also have our own marketplace, so we have the products integrated with many others, and you can actually buy them through the marketplace. Can we go to the
yes, of course.
Thank you. So I'm going to very briefly talk about the products because maybe not everyone is acquainted with them. So the first one, LiveChat, it's actually customer service platform that allows you to have direct contact with a human agent, so with another human on the other side. You can have this contact across many channels, so through the website or through some WhatsApp, for example, and it can be done synchronously or asynchronously. What is most important is the fact that it's human to human. Also, we have chatbot. Actually, in our case, this is a platform to build scenarios that requires no coding, and it's a very simple way to actually building such chatbots. And in that product, you do not have a human, so you have a bot, and the customers have chats, conversations with a bot. Another product of ours is Helpdesk. Helpdesk, it's actually a ticketing system for teams. And it means it's mainly about email communications. So it is about the tasks that cannot be done instantly, or they cannot be solved instantly. It's a way of smoothly putting this ticket through the team and back to the customer. And the fourth product, a paid product that we have, it's still within the written communication area where we have our expertise. It's knowledge base. It's a tool for gathering knowledge, either for teams or for the customers, that allows a very easy way of sharing this knowledge with teams or customers. And the last one, Open Widget, it's actually this free tool, and it allows you to display on the widget, so on the website of a customer, some important messages or important information for the end customer. What is very important about our services are actually some of the features that they have. So first of all, this premium service and support. We have the support for our customers 24/7. We very much focus on customer experience and also on user experience. The products are open, so we have open API that allows further integrations. So it can be done by us, by some other companies, and also by third parties. So you can easily use both LiveChat and those products of others. Also, what is important are security standards and compliance standards. So GDPR, HIPAA, in case of, for example, some companies in the health sector. And also the product itself, it's not only a way to contact with the customers, either in sales or in customer support, but it also is a lot about gathering knowledge about those clients and customers. So we have advanced reporting and all ways of helping to automatize those tasks that have to be done within our products.
Okay, and let's jump to history. I will try to be brief, just to give you idea about our roots and DNA. And LiveChat is not new company. We are here for more than 20 years. Company was founded 21 years ago in Wrocław, in Poland, and what is important really when you think about this history, it's like split in two. Why? Because we actually started as offering products on-premise model. Actually, yes, we started as a live chat. Our first and the only product was live chat, but it was offered on-premise model. So at some point, we even tried to sell our product on CD-ROMs. So it was very difficult. I mean, we weren't profitable. Actually, there were no demand. We were the very first company which were offering this product in Poland. So actually, no one really were looking at that. So we have to convince each customer that we need to demonstrate what LiveChat is really about. And so sales process was very long, sometimes unsuccessful. It required a lot of time, attention, and we weren't profitable. For some times, we became part of the bigger group of the company called Gadu Gadu, which was really Polish Skype, a very popular internet communicator. And Gadu Gadu was part of the Naspers here in Poland. So actually, for some short period of time, we were part of the Naspers group in Poland. They were a majority shareholder. Successfully, we had opportunity to conduct MBO transaction, and just before MBO, we actually decided to completely change our business model. So actually, what we did was, what we done was, we rid of all sales team, and we moved our product on the website, and we decided to try software as a service approach. And what we decided then was actually that all the marketing, all the things in the product, all the materials, website, all these things will be done in English. And actually, overnight, we became global company. And if you want to prove, today Poland is responsible for just slightly more than 1% of our MRR, while US, the biggest major market, accounts for some almost 40% of our business. So that the best proof why we really need to go outside the Poland with the product. And we didn't have a lot of money for marketing actually, and that's why we decided to try this approach Łucja was talking about, unbound marketing. So it's still for us, customer acquisition process for us is very cheap, which is reflected in our margins. And actually, the rest is history. The rest is history of very constant growth and being profitable, because MBO was supported by private equity fund, Tarhill Capital. After transaction, they had 49% of the shares. They need opportunity to exit, and we really wanted to become independent company. We decided to conduct IPO, and that's why in 2014 we became public company listed on Warsaw Stock Exchange, and now we are part of MWIG index, index which gather medium-sized companies here in Poland. And if you look at valuation, capitalization, we are after Asseco Poland, we are the second biggest tech company listed on Warsaw Stock Exchange. Of course, that's very important. When we think about tech company, technology company, that the most important asset really is the people. As for today, we have almost 300 people in our team. Most of them based in Wrocław, but during pandemics, we changed our model of the work, and we are now work from anywhere company. So we have a lot of people now outside of Wrocław. We have a few people, mostly, and actually all of them, in the sales department, working from US and UK. And what is also important, we were growing very fast during last year, so our organization was growing, but now we are reached or almost reached the cap, and we like to keep that a number of the people in our team. So yes, we reached the level we like to see for the longer period of the time, and we think that would be possible. What is also very important when you look at the key people on the company, a lot of most of the key people are for the very long time with the company, and our CEO actually was one of the co-founders, and actually he was working as a developer, and for a very long time lot of the code in the LiveChat product was written by him. And of course, very important thing, shareholder structure. The biggest shareholder actually is agreement of the shareholders. It's consortium of the 6 people, co-founders and key managers. They together held 42% of the shares, and the key co-founders are with us. It's CEO. 2 other co-founders are member of supervisory board, so they are with us. And we have also 2 big Polish open pension funds who owns more than 5% of the shares. And yes, we will be happy to discuss a more geographic breakdown of the revenues. Meanwhile, and maybe that's the good moment, because we have question about from Mr. Leonard. 40% of the sales are generated in the US. Could you say more about the regional breakdown of revenue? What are the 5 largest markets? And maybe that's good moment to also address that questions.
Exactly. So I'm going to change slightly the order of the presentation. But when we talk about the clients, actually, it's very interesting because we do, except for the fact that we have geographical concentration. So as already mentioned, United States, they represent roughly, these are the data for the past financial year, so 36% of the revenues. Then the other biggest markets are for us other English-speaking countries. This is UK with 9%, Australia and Canada each with 5% and 4%. And this is important because of the fact that when we think about the clients, we think about our target client, which is a US company of course, business to business, which is rather small and medium-sized company. This is our target client, and all the marketing that we do, all the materials that we provide and create are aimed at this US or English-speaking customer. And this can be seen in geographical split as well. However, when you look also at those 36%, so other countries, you can find more than 150 countries with they are both from Europe, from South America, and also Asia. When you think about the numbers, Asia accounts for roughly 20% of the monthly recurring revenues, and the rest is split between other regions or countries. And this is when we think now, coming back to the clients, we have for LiveChat roughly 37,000 clients, to 2,600 for chatbot. And they vary because we not only have those small and medium-sized clients, but we also have these big names, as you can see on the slide. But a big name in our case doesn't necessarily mean the client is big in terms of the revenues, because some of the companies use our products for different purposes, or just for one country or one branch. IKEA is a good example here, because we used to have IKEA from Iceland, which is rather small, which was rather small client. But then from what we know, the people from IKEA were discussing about the approach to their online presence, and IKEA Poland also adopted our LiveChat solution. So it can be just a customer in one particular country, but it can be also in some other countries from the same brand. But in our case, actually, the biggest clients, they are not the biggest names. For example, we have an Asian client in logistics, which is one of our biggest clients, but its name wouldn't be recognized by most of us.
So yes, the next question was, who are the top 5-10 customers? And actually, we are not giving the names. If you look at our reports, when we sometimes discuss the new deals, and our policy is rather saying, as Łucja says, let's Asian company headquartered in Asia, from logistics with B2B business, and at some point we are not giving the names. It's effect of the discussion with the sales team. Sometimes they feel safer when this name are not public. Sometimes in some cases, some big customers prefer to white label provider, and it's something we do not like, but it happens. So they don't want our logo on their website. So that we are careful. But what is really important, we really not dependent on like, let's say 5-10 biggest customers. Could you repeat the latest numbers about?
Sure. So to give you any kind of
and the next question is actually how much revenues
the concentration.
top 10 generate.
Within the company, we think about the top 50 clients, and these clients represent 8% of recurring revenues. So it's not a big concentration. And also, maybe it's a good moment to add that we are also not that much concentrated in terms of the sectors. Of course, retail and online sales, so e-commerce, is a very important sector for us, but the clients come from very different sectors. So it can be education, it can be financial services, It is gaming and gambling, also health services. So actually clients from every branch of the industry. And it was actually a very supportive for us when the pandemic started, because some of the clients were declining their businesses heavily, but others in different sectors were gaining the markets or were growing the businesses. So it is to our benefit that we have such a diverse client base.
Yes, actually, we had some questions from investors during pandemic. So obvious question and good questions, that you have airlines, you have as customers, you have travel, and actually these industries are in huge trouble. So is that problem? Well, yes, that was problem, but at the same time we had huge inflow of from other industries. For example, a huge boost when it comes to education. Let's say one of many. So actually, yes, that diversification is also here, and maybe we can go back to this discussion and or pandemics, but I think we can go to the next slide, and also very interesting.
Yes, this actually shows the split of the revenues. As we mentioned, for many years, LiveChat was and still is actually our flagship product. But if you were to ask us the question about the future a couple years ago, we would have said that we're going to be a company of one product. We are not anymore. We have now 4 paid products and the 5th one, which is a free. And actually, one of the challenges that we had was the name of the company being associated with just one of the products. So that's another reason for switching to text.com and text in general as the name of the company. And this revenue split, as you can see, is well, maybe it's not diversified, but we get more percentage as of revenues from chatbot and help desk, because actually those products, they develop very fast. If you think about the potential of the market, the one of chatbot is actually a couple times bigger in terms of the size of addressable market, and that of help desk is even bigger. However, we are in very different places in those, like with those 2 products. With LiveChat, we are one of the top providers, premium provider. With Chatbot and Helpdesk, we are still developing the product quite extensively to be able to catch up with other providers.
And of course, the exception, we have very strong trend here, but the last quarter is exceptional. That is exception. LiveChat was growing faster, and we can go back to that because something very important happened. Actually, we changed prices, and it really was huge boost for LiveChat. But really, we think this trend will be back. So yes, we expect new products to gain grounds in the coming quarters. And now we have some annual results. Maybe we can jump to that. We will maybe this is also a good moment to tell you that in coming Monday we will publish preliminary data for financial 4th quarter of our financial year, and at the Tuesday we will hold some calls, some webinars. So feel invited. You can visit our website, and there is link for registration. But also you can just drop us a line, and we will send you we can send you a link. Of course, that's why we really don't want to discuss the very latest trends, because we will be able to do that Tuesday, but also we are here today to give you some broad picture of our business model and more general view of the company.
So as you can see, the annual revenues for the last 10 years have been increasing a lot, most significantly in the last 2 years during the pandemic, which is actually on the next slide. Martin, thank you. This one actually tells you monthly recurring revenues. This is a very important concept in our business because, and especially when you think about the way we book the revenues, because we book the revenues in the particular quarter when we get the cash. So when you look at the revenues, this picture is slightly distorted because some of the companies choose monthly subscriptions and some of them choose annual subscriptions. So if they do annual ones, then we have the whole payment in a particular quarter. When you look at MRR, so monthly recurring revenues, you have this revenue split between the months. So it is more accurate, a better way to look at how the business grows. And you can see here how much the revenues were growing in the last years. And this was mainly due to increasing the customer base. So the number of customers was increasing a lot.
Yes, and maybe that's also a good moment to explain why the one numbers in the one position is in the Polish zloty and the second in dollars.
Exactly. So actually, when you think about the product, no matter where you come from, as in you as a customer, you will be paying in US dollars. That is because you buy the product from our US subsidiary. So if you're a Polish company or a company from the States or from Asia, you would pay in US dollars. Hence, we provide this monthly recurring revenues in US dollars, and so we do the preliminary revenues that we are going to publish on Monday. And I saw the question about the pricing, so maybe I'll now use this time to slightly guide you through what choices are to be made by the customer. So I'm going to talk about the main product, so LiveChat. With LiveChat, you can start using the product with a trial. It takes 14 days. You have to provide the credit card details. And then once you decide to go for a paid service, you will have to choose a couple of things. First of all, the plan. So whether you want to stick with just the basic one or you want to have an enterprise plan, with each of the plans, the features of the product differ slightly. Then you would have to choose how many agents you want to have. So actually how many logins you would have. And the last thing that you have to choose is actually about the payment. So whether you want to pay monthly or you will be paying annually. And of course, with that, the price per month varies. So if you pay with our most popular plan, business plan, you would pay 69, if I remember it correctly, dollars if it's a monthly payment, and 59 per month if it's annual. So, and this has to be multiplied by the number of agents. And obviously, you would pay this in US dollars no matter where you actually come from.
And we have one person asking for the voice, so maybe Of course, pricing is extremely important for us, especially in the latest quarters. But maybe okay. I think hello you. I think you can now yes, ask questions. Yes. Hello.
I guess that wasn't on purpose. Maybe it was just a mistake. Maybe you just continue with the presentation.
So yes, okay, let's go. Especially yes, we are at good point. I mean yes, pricing is extremely important. So yes, it's actually as you can see in our case, the pricing is very simple. I mean, it's very transparent. If you compare this pricing with pricing of some of our competitors, it's really simple. It's very clear. So yes, number of the agents accounts really is something our customers are paying for, but also they have choose the plan, and the different plans obviously have different features. And what is very important, and I think interesting in that model, that the sales process is automated. So actually it can be self-service, and it works very well with small companies. And I think even that it's something they really prefer to have this self-service. But of course, the bigger customers need some discussion. They want to discuss. Of course, they want to discuss price. That's obvious. But even more, they want to discuss some legal clauses. They some guarantees when it comes to sustainability of the service, quality of the service, and sometimes the most importantly, they really want to discuss the KPIs they can achieve when they will start using our products. So actually that's why when we start to have some sales team again, because as I told you, we some 12 years ago we rid of all our sales team, and this automated sales process worked for us very well. But at the same time, we realized that yes, we have product which can work also for bigger organization, but we need but they really need to discuss some things. So yes, so one of the sales plans is the plan called enterprise, and actually there is no set price. All everything can be discussed when you want to buy that plan, and of course, if you want to have some discussion with the sales team, now you can have it. And what's more, of course, when we see that some promising customers is trying LiveChat or just look at our website, we try to be more active and approach that perspective customers and help them. So the sales team is something relatively new for us. It was established some 3-4 years ago, and what is very important, these guys are still working with incoming leads. So for now, we are not doing outgoing, outbounding sales process. We really working with the customers which came to us. We are looking for LiveChat, and we working with them. So the new business team is very small. It's like 6 persons at this moment. We had also some more people which are more in customer success team, and they work with existing customers and try to upsell them and actually monitor how they are doing, if they're happy, how do they have any problems and things like that.
And this inbound marketing and a way of acquiring clients is exactly the magic behind our margins. So very high profitability, because if you look at the net profit margin of 53% and EBITDA 63%, these are very high. And this is exactly because of the fact that for us, the cost of acquiring a client in particular channels is quite close to zero. And we do not do a lot of paid marketing. It doesn't actually work for us.
So yes, if you look at the margins, obviously it's not something you really will see even in some competitors' companies. Some of them are absolutely great. We have a lot of respect for some of them, but they have just other business model. And for us, is important to be sure that we are not burning cash, that we are profitable, that we able to share profit with the shareholders, and at the same time, we are investing. As it was said, the team is now much bigger than it used to be. It's almost 300 people versus some 30 people during IPO. So that's huge change, and we definitely want to invest. We are absolutely sure that we need invest in our product at some point in the future. Not tomorrow, not next quarter, but yes, we want to have more product, and of course, in our plans is creating also this umbrella brand for all the product, because at this point, as for today, actually, all our products are standalones, and LiveChat is sold via livechat.com, chatbot on chatbot.com, helpdesk on helpdesk.com, etc. And you want to keep that, because that's actually in modern times a strong domain, the domain which is actually the name of your product is or sometimes even category of the product is very strong assets. It helps us, but at the same time, we really like to start offering some bundles to show more efficiently that we have more products, to be able to show all the potential which is in the different products from the very beginning of customers' adventures. So yes, that's something we are doing and working on.
We have some questions about the products, so maybe I'm going to answer some of them. So we're going to start with the question from Kristen Alish. Are the free products substitutes within each other or additions? And partly Marcin covered that, partly not. So initially, all of the products were standalone, and actually, you might think that LiveChat and Chatbot are the substitutes, and for some of the customers they are, but also for some it's actually they can work together. So for example, for us, for LiveChat, we are the heavy users of our own products. And what we do is that the customer who enters the website, he instantly starts a conversation with the chatbot, and the chatbot is able to answer some of the questions. However, if the customer is stuck at the question or has a very particular thing to solve, he can be redirected to a human agent. So that saves the time of the human, but also allows like the most commonly asked questions to be answered by the bot. And ticketing system, so help desk, it's a again, it's a product that started from LiveChat. Initially, we had within LiveChat we had a small ticketing system that was later on developed to a completely different, like separate product. It is also helping a lot with the task that the customer support, for example, has, but it's mainly about email conversation with clients. So it is more maybe not an addition, but it helps a lot to like provide service to the customers. And the fourth one, knowledge base, it can be also used as a way of sharing the knowledge with customers. And actually, what it worked like, we have some of the customers, very few now, that use 4 of our products. However, if a company is to use like all the benefits of our products, it has to have a lot of chats, a lot of traffic to actually be able to use effectively the 4 products. Because if you think of about a small business, a company that has just a couple of chats each day, there's not really need for using all of the products. And actually, another question in the chat section is about our customer churn, and this links very well to the previous question, because what do we see is if the customer uses the product a lot, so has many chats or is integrated with some other products or has more than one of our products, he stays longer with the company. The clients who churn are actually the ones who either mostly do not have traffic on their website, or that they have just too few tickets and or chats, and they think that it's not worth paying for a service, especially due to the fact that there are quite a lot of services that are free on the market, and they switch the provider for one that is free. And talking about the numbers, we have the customer churn of 3%. So that means every month we lose 3% of our clients. But if you think about the MRR churn, so monthly recurring revenue churn, those 3% of clients, they are responsible for more or less 1% of the revenues. So it means basically that those who churn are usually the smallest clients.
Yes, but it's very important part of our business. So I mean, churn is something you can't avoid. 3% sounds bad. It's not so bad when we compare this churn to data, the KPIs of the companies with similar customer base. And what base is that? Well, still dominated by small customers. That's not something we are changing. That's something we try to change in the future. But and it happens, but it's rather slow evolution than revolution. But if you think about our RPO at this moment, it's in the area of $160. So that's what on average our customers is paying for the product. It's very small. It's very low, small number. So it means, yes, that means that still If you think about customer base, not about revenues, but the customer base is still dominated by small customers, and they are not, one thing, that they are not loyal. Second thing, their business is not so stable. That is, very small companies are coming and going each day, especially in the US. The third thing is, some of them don't have a traffic, and that was what the case what they had discussed. It's very it's challenge to show them value of the product, because you really need someone to chat with, to use live chat. The fourth thing, some of them using live chat for seasonal events, or for seasonal basis. And my favorite example is a lady who using from the US, who using live chat 1 month per year, because she owns the shop with Halloween decorations. And it's a seasonal business, but we count her in the churn, and so we are rather harsh when it comes to churn, but it's definitely a very important KPIs. And the fifth case is of course projects like conference, when live chat is part of some landing page which really lives for months or two. So yes, that's the reasons, and that's how churn looks like. Customer churn, yes, it's very important part of the business for us. Yes, it means that yes, we have to grow faster and faster in the terms of the number of the customers to keep growth, to keep growing company. And of course that's possible because we still adding new channels of customer acquisition, and of course we work on existing ones, but at the same time it's also why it's so important to work on RPO and have bigger customers. And the next questions: what is currently the share of monthly subscribers versus annual subscribers? Lucia, do you remember the latest data?
It's roughly 40% the annual and the rest monthly subscribers. And important note here, also linking back to the previous question, is actually we see a very different churn rates along the life of a client. So the highest churn is actually after the first month. And the next such point in time of the life of the customers is after 12 months. So it very much links to the dates when the first subscription period ends. But the longer the customer is with us, the churn decreases really.
Yes, very important thing. And the next question is huge. I mean, really huge. And
maybe before answering that one, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a picture of the industry as it is, as it was before ChatGPT. So actually, if you think, and I think there was a question on that too. When you think about live chat providers and the solutions on the market, there are more than 200 such solutions. We have a premium solution, so you have to, first of all, you have to pay for it, but also it is very high in terms of integrations, the features that it provides. And when you think about our competitors in this area, I would name Zendesk probably as the most important one, but also you have companies such as Intercom or LivePerson who provide this kind of services, but to much higher or the companies with much higher needs or number of agents that they use. So if I were to show where we are, our client would be the smallest one, then Zendesk, then Intercom, and LivePerson being a client who pays few digit numbers monthly in terms of the revenues. But also on the other part of the market, there are free and freemium providers. So the companies that just give you the chat for free, and either it's a very basic solution, or you can, for example, white label it for for a charge. And here we have a very strong company, which is Talk2. They have a free solution, but you have to pay for some of their features. And they also hire agents, something that we do not do at all. And the question I was relating to was, why do the big tech companies do not enter this market? Partly they do, partly not, because, for example, Shopify, with whom we have integration, they offer their native solution, LiveChat solution, to their clients, but it's a very basic one. So if a client wants to have, they can have it from Shopify. However, it's not an advanced one. If they want really advanced solution, they would go for after us or after some other competitors. So as you can see, this market is really, there are quite a lot of providers.
Actually, we don't have a share price history here, but if you look at the history, we had a day, it was like 5 years ago, when we lost 20% of the share price in the one day, and that was because Facebook announced that actually they launched a solution, they enabled solution which makes possible to install Messenger plugin into website. So actually, instead of having live chat and this live chat window, or as we call it, widget on your website, you have just Messenger there, and also it was free solution. And our investors, especially Polish, were terrified. I mean, we heard that it's end of our business actually, and for us it's something we knew that is happening, because actually we were invited by Facebook to work with them to integrate, because actually Facebook is, it's it's huge business, and the small live chat market is really not something they really look like. They play for much bigger stake. They want to create ecosystem within Facebook and they want all providers available on that ecosystem to provide the best experience to the customers, that much higher stakes for them. And actually so our investors were terrified, and honestly I understand why. And we were very excited, the company was very excited, because for us we are convinced that it would be huge boost for the whole industry, that Facebook is coming to is enabling this opportunity, and we were integrated with Facebook Messenger. And actually that is also, which is very important if you think about live chat. So yes, the main use case for the live chat is having live chat on your website, but actually now live chat is integrated with different channels of communication. So yes, you can have communication with your customers via live chat. At the same time, you can have this communication on Messenger, via SMSs, WhatsApp. Recently, we added this Chinese communicator, and There's lots more of channel of communication, and you can have gather all this communication in the one place, and your agent can work with all this communication using one panel, one tool, and you can have all information, history, and data from this communication, the one place in the one tool. That's absolutely important for the future, for the big customers. So we actually were very excited about Facebook coming. Investors were terrified, and actually that wasn't so good for us as we hoped so, but it definitely wasn't a problem for our business. Yes, from time to time we are losing single small customers which migrating to this solution, and that's all actually. It's not also not so big help for the industry, but we delayed the discussion about ChatGPT, which is definitely something which. Thank you, Andreas. Thank you for being with us. So yes, that's a huge topic, and we can just start. We can just give you a glimpse of what's happening. I mean, for us, it's a huge thing. AI is a huge thing. So if you think about our business, about what we are doing, what we are promising to our customers, the one thing is monetization. So LiveChat, the very first use case for LiveChat, the idea why LiveChat was creating was monetization of the website. So conversion of your customers. So that's the first thing about LiveChat. The second, of course, is the satisfaction of your customers, because it's obvious use case is customer support. But the third reason why, and sometimes not the third, that sometimes the most important reason why customers choosing LiveChat is a saving. If you compare LiveChat and written communication to voice communication, it's much more efficient. One skilled agent using LiveChat and the tools we are giving to him to help him to be more effective can handle more than 10 chat at the same time. It's not possible with voice. So yes, automatization is a huge trend. It always was a very important trend, and we are aware of that. But of course, now it can be much stronger. That's something we expect, and which is today possible with tools we have now at our disposal. So yes, that's what happened, and actually now we believe that it will be in some times possible to fully automate communication with companies, customers, and of course it's not a approach for everyone. Maybe not, it's not always best solution, but yes, it will be possible. And so yes, we want to provide, we want to give our customers to have this opportunity. That of course means a lot of challenge. That means that of course we have to build that solutions, build that features. That's the most important things. But then of course we have to adopt our economics to that model, because of course you cannot charge in that situation, you cannot charge your customers per agent. They don't have agents anymore. It's possible, Of course, it's not so difficult as you can think. Per usage model is already very popular. It's not something new on that market, not something new for us, really. But of course, that's something which have to be done, and of course, the very important thing is that OpenAI is open. So yes, we can use that tools. That's great. It means that we can add new features at very fast rates. It's great. The bad thing is that actually everyone is doing that. So yes, we have compete with other companies that they have the same opportunity that we have, no doubt about it. And the third thing is that we have to pay for that. I mean, see, we are charged by OpenAI per usage. So yes, we have to find the way how in best way cover this cost. So yes, that's the next questions, and the next, probably the most important on the longer term question and challenge is that you probably, and we certainly not, we don't want to be dependent from the one provider of this technology. So yes, we want to work on our own AI solutions, and that's what we are doing. But yes, it's huge change for our business, for a lot of companies from different industries. Actually, some 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was participating in some discussion when some CEOs of other Polish software as a service companies were present, and one of them said that it's interesting day. As for today, we just had meeting. I had just meeting with my CXO, and I told him that we are scrapping all our product maps or our product plans because we have so much new important opportunities, and we can work on that very fast. We can jump into that. And I was laughing because we did the same thing, but a few months earlier. So of course that's a big challenge, and yes, we work on new things, some new, not huge things, but some nice features are already there in actually in all of our products. We have some now. We have some features based on OpenAI technology. We work on the new things, and we are very concentrated on that opportunity. That's huge opportunity for us, for the business, but of course that change, and that change means a lot of risk. So yes, I mean that's the huge opportunity and a lot of risks. And what, yeah, do you want to add something to that?
It's fine.
So yes, that's a just discussion. Definitely, we want to be very clear. Which that what is happening on the market change our strategy, change our focus, and actually even our mission, because now we believe that the process of online communication can be automated, even if it's not the best solution for every occasion. And yes, we are adopting to that, and it comes with a lot of risk. So of course we think that we can keep our advantages here. I mean, if everyone have the same technology, if the features developed on them or based on that technology will be similar, we can keep what is today our strong where our strength is. I mean, customer support, reliability of the service, safety of the data, quality, integration with other solutions, with other channels of communication, omni-channel and channel, and we can use of that. But of course, if someone will be much better with adopting this new technology, that would be a challenge. That's the risk. Is there something you want to ask specifically on that topic? So maybe if there will be some more questions on that, we will try to answer. AI is of course a huge thing for our investors. So definitely, if you will have time to visit our calls on Tuesday, definitely we expect more questions on that topic. And meanwhile, we have a question more about IR.
Maybe one smaller question first. There was a question about how many out of 290 people that we have on the team are software engineers, and roughly there are 50% of the team is are developers. Also, we increased recently the data team that is strictly related to the fact that we work on machine learning and AI features. So this is important to us, while we want to keep the size of the team much or less the same as it is now.
Yes, definitely. We are looking for data engineers, data scientists. No doubt that these people are now most wanted. It's not will be easy, but we have some know-how already and some good people in the company already. If you look at the whole company, historically speaking, we have a relatively strong marketing team. Why? Because in our case, the marketing team is actually responsible for customer acquisition very directly. So that's about history. And now IR question: what is your agenda in terms of IR work? So this is your first German event. Will you do any further IR work internationally soon, or are you already doing it regularly? Will you consider an additional listing, e.g. in the US?
In terms of IR work, the answer is simple. So we talk a lot with international investors, especially since the pandemic. So for the last 2.5 years, we are in contact with US, London-based investors a lot. That's why, for example, when we have now those webinars about the most recent numbers, we held one in Polish and one in English. We had been in London at the beginning of the year, and the next coming conferences that we are going to attend are the ones actually organized in Poland. That's end of May and beginning of June, but they are also available online, so not all of them are stationary. So if you want to come, we are open for that.
So yes, we using opportunities when they coming. Pandemics was very interesting from IR perspective. I mean, fascinating. I mean, before that, of course, we've been in touch with some foreign investors, especially US and UK based investors, but Of course, pandemics was huge boost for our results. So of course the interest came with that, but also, you know, opportunities. I mean, a lot of people which before pandemics had to have regular meetings in the real world, now they used to adopt a Zoom or other tools, and it was very exciting times. I mean, I had a day when I start a very early morning having a call with New Zealand, and I finished the day at the evening with a call with California, and that's a huge absolutely a great thing about it, this work, when you can meet the people from different countries. Now, of course, stationary events are back. It's cool that you can meet people in person. If you are invited, we usually try to use that opportunity. Yes, but we never had event, a German event, I would say. That's the first time. Interesting thing, we had, for example, an event dedicated to Finnish investors, because we were invited.
Individual ones.
Individual investors, yes, because actually they asked us to do that, because they learn about companies. So that's very unusual thing, very exciting. But there is also part about additional listing. That's a huge story. I mean, that always was the case. I mean, yes, we are based in Poland, but our business is in the US. During IPO, there were no similar companies in the world, so that was huge challenge. The owners thought then about Nasdaq, but honestly, we were far too small for that, and the Nasdaq were by far too expensive for us. It would be so, but still, this is ambition. I mean, that's the owner's ambition to have this company listed someday in the US. Don't expect anything soon, honestly. That's something which I would say, yes, is the maybe even personal ambition of the founders. That is something which was told like during IPO, so 9 years ago, and we are still here in the Warsaw. And of course, the great thing is that today you can be listed in the Warsaw and have really meetings with investors from all around the world. Sometimes sometimes the conclusion of that meeting is that we like your business, we like your business, but we decided that we won't invest in Warsaw. We don't have any other investment here, and we are not going for that. Sometimes not, but so don't expect honestly, don't expect anything too soon. But yes, that's the long-term ambition. It was always, and it always was.
So thank you very much for the comprehensive insights. I think there are no questions left. And with regards to the time, I think it's a perfect ending now. And I think thank you very much for the insights, and hope to see you soon again.
Great, that was fantastic. I mean, thanks a lot. That's a great opportunity for us to be here, and a great pleasure. So thanks again. Thank you to all of you for your time and attention. It would be great to meet you sometime, somewhere. So thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye.